You have to be on your best behavior. This is going on YouTube. Hmm? No, don't eat it.
All right, welcome to the channel.
Hi.
We're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is because a week ago, this title would have said my boyfriend. But now, my fiance has picked out books for me to read this week.
Mm-hmm.
How was the process of picking them out?
Yeah, pretty fun. We took Spencer here over to Barnes & Noble, and I had to choose 3 books. And I was very well informed by all of your analysis of all the genres that you like.
Thank you, Storygraph. Not sponsored, but
we should be. So, according to your analysis, your favorite genres are romance, mystery, and fantasy.
yes.
So I decided I'd pick one of each.
And my favorite subgenre is Christmas romance.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I didn't get any of those because you didn't tell me. I don't think any of them are Christmassy. Oh. Well, I have a terrible memory, so don't blame me.
That's okay, we went earlier in the week. All right, book number 1, we have The Christmas Cookie Wars by Eliza Evans. Why'd you choose this?
Well, you love Christmas books. This is our romance pick, I believe. It appears to be an enemies to lovers.
Nice.
Yeah, that's your favorite. Yeah, so it's about a girl who gets into a cookie baking competition. Yeah, and then she's in a bake-off with another guy, and what's gonna happen? Oh no! So yeah, this looks like a pretty good pick.
Yeah, we even we decorated a gingerbread house yesterday, so.
And we didn't eat it because apparently they're not for eating.
No, you have all your hands on. Comment below if you actually eat the gingerbread house that you. And the tagline in this is "Give a man a cookie and he's yours." So. Are you mine?
You didn't give me the gingerbread house, so.
I think I won. Our second pick is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. Now, I have been seeing this book all over the place for years, but I actually don't know what this is about at all.
Yeah, so I don't know what it's about either. Richard Osman is British. He is a quiz show host in the UK. He's a very intelligent guy, and he's written a few books over He's written a few books over the last few years. So yeah, I'm not sure what this is about, but I saw his newest book in the front window of the store, and that gave me an idea. So this is our mystery pick. It's about 4 people in a retirement village. They meet weekly in the Jigsaw room to discuss unsolved crimes, and they are the Thursday Murder Club. And then somebody actually dies, and then they have to go and do some real mystery solving. So this should be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I mainly picked this next one just because it looks pretty, let's be honest. Pulling the price off.
No, I'm taking this stupid sticker off.
Uh-huh.
Please hold. I usually do this way.
Hi, Spencer. You're a good boy. And yeah, if you haven't noticed, Diana got us matching t-shirts for our dog. His name is Spencer. He went to the vet a couple days ago, but he's all good. He had a little too much cheese at Thanksgiving yesterday. That's Grandpa's fault. But he's a good boy. Aren't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is Spencer. He's 2.
Oh my god, there's 2 stickers on it.
2 stickers on the book. This is a nightmare. He's a very good boy. Yeah, I know. I love you too. He's a miniature duck. Oh my god. He's a miniature dachshund. He's golden, as you can see. He's very beautiful. And he enjoys being an only child. What's mommy doing? He has a bald spot on his tummy tum. Perfect for raspberries. I know. You're a good boy. Hello. Ah. Oh, and his feet look like the Grinch's feet. We call him Grinch feet. He has really, really, really fluffy toes. I know. I'm telling him all about you. You're the real star. Hello! There's only 2 stickers. Could you hurry up? I'm running out of things to say. Take 397.
Our final pick is Curious Tides by Pascal Laisselle.
Probably saying that wrong. Sorry, Pascal. It's a French-Canadian name. No idea. This is our fantasy pick. Mostly chose it because it looks pretty. Diana likes pretty-looking books. But hopefully this one will be a fun read as well.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
I've never heard of this book, so this is the one that I truly am going in completely blind with.
Well, it's set in a magic universe. The main character ends up going into some sea caves with her friends, and then everybody drowns except for her, so she has survivor's guilt and so on. I think there's a bit of mystery in here as well. This isn't really my kind of thing, so hopefully you'll like it though. The cover is very pretty. Look
yes,
at that.
And we got this in the YA section as well, so it should be a YA fantasy.
Yeah, it's a pretty book. So that's all 3 of them. This is also the longest book as well.
Yes, fantasy usually is.
Yeah, so
we got...
Don't read the last page.
I'm not going to read the last page. I want
That's
to see how many pages there are.
Wait, how can
It's
you...
529 pages. You got to know how to skip the words.
I can't do that.
And just look for the numbers.
No.
So, these are our 3 picks. Well, your 3 picks.
My 3 picks, thank you very much.
Yes. The only help he got from me was telling him the books I already owned.
Yeah, I definitely picked up 2 or 3, and you just had to whisper, I've already read those.
I will say that all the books that he did pick up that I've already read, I've given about 4 or 5 stars too, so.
My natural instinct, you see.
Yeah, so I am really excited for these. I'll be reading them over the next week or so, and you should be seeing me do that right now. It is Sunday night, and Spencer and I are gonna get curled up on the couch. I'm starting the Christmas Cookie Wars tonight. I'm so excited. I don't know if you hear that. I think he found an ornament that fell off of the tree, so he'll bring that to me and I'll pick that one up. But I'm starting the Christmas Cookie Wars. I am so excited for this. I have not read the blurb at all. So besides what Connor told me about it the other day, I don't know anything about it. I'm really excited though. I will check back in when I'm pretty much done for the night. Gonna see how far I can get into this. Quick update, is the next night, and I am 114 pages into the Christmas Cookie Wars, and I am loving this book so much. It is so Christmassy. It has Christmas baking and baking competitions. Our romance is between a school principal and a widowed mom, and it is so good. Oh my god. They're starting out enemies. She keeps getting her sons to school late. She has 2 twin boys, and the principal is not too happy, but he's a secret baker who has won all of the baking competitions in the last couple of years. But maybe not this year, we don't know yet. They're just starting the baking competition now. She has become the president of the cookie committee because the president decided to have like a to like overthrow everyone and decided that she was going to be the ultimate cookie person, and everyone said no. So just because you are the president does not mean that you get to rule everyone. This is like a school PTA, like, you know, calm down a little bit. That lady is out to ruin Christmas. She's a bit of a Grinch. But our couple is saving the day, and it is so good. Oh my god, I am having so much fun. I cannot stop smiling while reading this book, and I will have so many more updates. This book just came out this year, and it's really good. Eliza Evans is the author, and she has apparently one other Christmas book out, and I would be super interested in seeing that one too, because I'm really enjoying her writing. So I finished The Christmas Cookie Wars, and oh my god, this book. Please explain to me why I was actually crying over a Christmas romance book. This was absolutely perfection. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Amazing. This had so much like found family and going through like personal grief, and all wrapped up in just like a cute Christmas romance book. Like, I could not believe it. I would recommend this even in this winter. The Christmas aspect is more of just like in the background, and I would just more consider this like a cookie wars, which could be any time of year. I understand that like cookie baking and stuff is mostly done during Christmas time, which is why this is a perfect Christmas book. But I think it could just be like a cozy winter read, because there was ice skating, baking competitions, banter between our amazing couple, and this felt like an elevated Hallmark book. So if you love Hallmark stories and Hallmark books, Hallmark movies, but want something with more depth and not as cringy as of a plot line, listen, I love those movies. Sometimes you just need like a bad romance movie, and those are what Hallmark are. They're bad to the point that they're good. So I would say that this is like an elevated Hallmark movie book. It was absolutely brilliant. I will be reading the other book by Eliza Evans, which is The Christmas Cafe. I'm gonna have that on my list for next Christmas, and I really just can't rate this high enough or give this enough stars. Connor did fantastic picking this out. Really, he blew it out of the park. I don't know how the other books are gonna live up to this one. Please ignore the fact that I am filming this right after my review of The Christmas Cookie Wars, because I forgot to film that review after I read the book. So I have also now read Curious Tides, but it's fine. Curious Tides. Let's talk about it. First of all, if this wasn't part of the challenge, I think I would have DNF'd it. And that's really bad, because I actually ended up loving this book. I did rate it 3 stars because, so how do I explain this? So this was slow, and this was super fast. So the pacing was definitely off with this book. It is gorgeous though. Look at this. I love sprayed edges that like have a design. Just sprayed edges by themselves kind of seems a little useless to me. That's just a personal hot take. I do think they're still gorgeous. I'm not going to spend more money on just a sprayed edge edition. I want it to have like a design or something, because then now this will be in my bookshelf this way, so I could see the design. But anyway, I digress. This book had a very complicated magic system. The moon that you're born under affects what kind of magic you have. Everyone has the ability to be magical and to be powerful with magic. It depends on how it manifests though. So some people are weaker and have pretty much no magic. Some people are super, super powerful. So here we're following the people who have manifested their powers and they do have magic. It's in a magical college where they're learning how to use their powers and learning the history of magic and things like that. In this magical school, we have a secret society that isn't okay with just having limited power. How this typically works is that, so say that you were born on a new moon, you're in house new moon. You can either be, and I'm getting this straight from the book, you can be a healer, a seer, shadow guide, or a dark bearer. Those are the 4 options if you were born on a new moon. Now, in order to keep magic in check, you can only use your powers when the moon is in your house, when the cycle of the moon is back in your house. So new moon students only have their powers when the moon is actually in a new moon phase. There are ways that they can borrow their magic from like the next cycle, so they can use small magic in between, but mostly you're most powerful when your moon is in phase. So we have the secret society where they are not happy having this limited power. They don't like being able to only manifest one type of power and only when the moon is in their phase. So this whole secret society is built on trying to better their magic, trying to make it more powerful. At the same time, our main character, Emery, accidentally stumbles upon a ritual for the secret society. This is where our book begins. She accidentally stumbles upon this ritual for the secret society, and through it, while she is a new moon student, new powers manifest, and we find out that she's actually an eclipse born. Now, the eclipse born are interesting because eclipse is a lot more rare, and the eclipse students are looked down upon because everyone's jealous of them. They have the coolest powers, they're the most powerful, they can use their powers in any moon phase. It's not just when the moon is in an eclipse, and there's the least amount of them because it doesn't happen as often. So there's a lot of prejudice against the eclipse students. Emery suddenly finds herself an eclipse student who has access to every type of power, which is an extremely rare ability, which even in the eclipse house is seen as weird and unnatural. So here is where our book begins, and I'm not going to go more into it than this because I don't want to spoil anything. This is a no spoiler vlog. But here is a book where we have Emery trying to figure out what is this secret society she just stumbled into? What are these powers that just manifested? What actually is going on? She is completely in the dark as much as we are. We have one student from Eclipse, Baz, who is trying to help her navigate these powers and teach her about House Eclipse, and truly, I love him so much. Baz is perfect. He's not actually perfect, but he's a pretty great book boyfriend, I will say. If you are looking for a new book boyfriend, pick this up and look for Baz because he's in there and he will do whatever it takes to save you and hide your powers. So, Baz, perfect. This edition does have a illustration of Baz and Emery, which is just gorgeous. Which is just honestly gorgeous, and this edition is so beautiful. It also, some fun things in this book. We have a beautiful illustration of the entire college, which is gorgeous. I love it on the black page with the white accents. It's just really cool. And obviously this book is I'm going to say well loved, considering that it does have a special edition. I have not seen anyone talk about this book. Maybe I'm bringing your attention to it. Maybe you've heard this a million times and I'm just saying stuff into the void. But this book honestly was so good. I am very excited for the second book now that I'm actually in the plot and in the world and understand what's going on. The slowness in the beginning might have been my fault. I honestly don't know much about astronomy, so trying to keep track of the different moon phases and the different powers, it was a lot of information thrown at you at once, but I do think that the author did a really good job at explaining the magic system and really making you understand it, so that now I do feel like I could explain it really well, and I definitely know what's happening in this book. And this book was so good. I can't wait for the second one. I'm definitely reading the second one this year. I definitely want to, so. third and final book of this challenge, final but definitely not least, book is The Thursday Murder Club. This book was fantastic. It was amazing. It is set in a retirement village where there is this club called the Thursday Murder Club. They meet every Thursday and they solve old cases. They get old police files and they try to solve old closed cases. Then one day, a real murder happens in their village. So rather than solving fake murders, they decide to go after the real thing. And it is so good. And all I'm going to say is that, can you really trust everyone in this club? 5 stars. Absolutely amazing. Richard Osman, incredible writer. The way that I was absolutely rooting for these characters the entire book and just loving the banter between these old folks was incredible. And I just loved it so much. It is a series and I will be reading more of this series. So Honor has added quite a lot of books onto my list now. But I'm so happy with everything that I've read. And yeah, I loved this challenge. This was incredible. I ended up reading 2 books 5 stars and 1 book 3 stars with a promise to read the second book. And this was just so fun. I'm definitely going to have him pick more of my books in the future. He did a really good job. I think maybe I'll give him my physical TBR and have him pick books off of that I have to read. That could be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do that in like February or something. But I love this challenge, and I loved being able to, when I talked about these books and gave way too many spoilers to him, knowing that he picked these books out. There will definitely be more of these in the future. If you are watching up until this point, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all of the YouTube things. Ring that bell icon if you want to. Please make sure to follow Stacking Pages on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you in the next video.